aim of this practical is to find out coefficient of natural convection, so that H. First, we are going to understand what is the theoretical concept which is related to this practical. As we all know that convection is the mode of energy transfer between the solid surface and the adjacent liquid or gas that is in motion. So it is the mode of heat transfer which is occur between the solid surface and the flowing fluid, or we can say that the fluid which is in motion, and it involves combined effect of conduction and fluid motion. Despite the complexity of the convection, the rate of convection heat transfer is observed to be proportional to the temperature difference, and it is conveniently expressed by the Newton's law of cooling, which is given by Q is equal to, here this Q is heat transfer rate, is equal to HA delta T. Here H, which is convective heat transfer coefficient, AS is a surface area, TS is the surface temperature, and T infinite is the surrounding temperature, or we can say that the temperature of the fluid. In a practical, we are going to learn how to find out the value of this H, so that find out the value of this convective heat transfer coefficient. So here this is our practical setup to find out value of convective heat transfer coefficient for the free convection. Here, as you can see that in this apparatus we have a temperature indicator, a voltmeter, this is ammeter, this is on off switch, and this is a dimmer. By using this dimmer you can change the voltage, you can change the input. Here in this box, let's understand what is the arrangement in this box. So in this box we have one cylinder. Here, as you can see in this figure, we have one cylinder with one heater inside it. This heater is totally inside this cylinder, so whatever heat is generated by this heater is going to come out to the surface of this cylinder simultaneously at all the points. The remaining portion of the box is empty, so that there is an environment, or we can say that there is a surrounding air at the surrounding of this cylinder for the free convection, for the natural convection. There are arrangement of thermocouples to measure the temperature of the surface at different location. As you can see that here we have 7 thermocouple at equal distance on this cylinder to measure the surface temperature of this cylinder. The thermocouple T8 will give us the temperature of the surrounding. This temperature indicator shows the temperature of all the 8 thermocouple temperature. By using dimmer you can change the input voltage, which can shows by this voltmeter. According to the voltage, the current will flow in this heater, and that amount of current is given by this ammeter. First we need to start the setup by using on-off switch. Then by using this dimmer we can set up a voltage input for the setup. Suppose we are trying to set 70 voltage. Now according to this voltage, the current will flow from the heater which is inside the cylinder. This is our voltmeter, this is ammeter, and this is temperature indicator, which shows the temperature of all the 8 thermocouple. Channel 2, this is channel 3, this is channel 4, this is channel 5, channel 6, channel 7, and channel 8, which is environment temperature. Right now all the temperatures are same because it's a starting point. After giving input we have to wait for the system to reach its steady state, so that the value of temperature does not vary with the time. After few hours, as the system reaches the steady state, now we are ready to take readings. Now as you can see, our system is in steady state. Channel 1 79, channel 2 shows again 79, channel 3 80 or 78, channel 4 75, channel 6 72, channel 7 67 and channel 8, which is our ambient temperature, which is 40 degree. Now let's do a calculation as per the reading. Now after taking reading of the steady state, let's do some calculations. So from the practical readings, we have values of all the 7 temperature, all the surface temperature, T1 79, T2 79, T3 78, T4 75, T5 72, T6 72, T7 68. So these all are the surface temperature of the cylinder. TA, or we can say that the T8 shows the surrounding air temperature, or we can say that the ambient temperature, which is 40. The voltage which we have taken as an input, which is 73, and according to this voltage the current is 0.48 ampere. So our input is Q is equal to V into I. There are some fixed parameter like radius of this cylinder, which is 19 mm, and the total length of this cylinder is 500 mm, so that capital L is equal to 500 mm. Now from the value of this T1 to T7, we can easily find out the surface temperature of this cylinder, which is Ts is equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus T5 plus T6 plus T7 divided by 7. By putting all the values of T1 to T7, we can get the value of surface temperature of this cylinder. So that Ts is equal to 74.71. We know the value of ambient temperature, which is 40 degree. Our heat input is Q is equal to V into I, so that 35.04. Some fixed parameter like radius of cylinder, which is 19 mm, and the length of the cylinder, which is 500 mm. Now by using Newton's law of cooling, so that Q is equal to HA delta T, by using this equation we can easily calculate the value of H, so that convective heat transfer coefficient. In this equation, delta T shows the temperature difference, which is Ts minus Ta, so that the surface temperature of the cylinder minus ambient temperature, so the temperature of the surrounding fluid, which is our air. Here the area is a surface area, because convection is a surface phenomena. So in this equation, the area is the surface area of this cylinder, which is pi dl. We know the radius of the cylinder and the length of the cylinder. So putting the value of diameter and length in this equation, we will easily get area, surface area of this cylinder. By putting all the values in this equation, we will get the value of convective heat transfer coefficient for the free convection, which is 17.11 watt per meter square Kelvin. Now let's take one more set of reading. If we set voltage value as a 75, then our current would be 0.5 ampere. After steady state, if we take readings of all these temperatures, then we will get T1 as 85, T2 again 85, T3 83, T4 81, T5 77, T6 75, T7 69, and the ambient temperature, which is 38. Now we know how to calculate the surface area. By adding T1 to T7 divided by 7, we will get surface temperature of this cylinder, which is 79.28, and the ambient temperature, or we can say that the surrounding fluid temperature, is 38. By putting value of V into I, we can get value of Q, heat input, which is 37.5. Fixed parameter, radius of the cylinder 19 mm, and the length of the cylinder is 500 mm. By using Q is equal to HA delta T, we can get the value of H, which is our convective heat transfer coefficient for the free convection, which is 15.39 watt per meter square Kelvin. Now let's understand from this practical what is the conclusion of this practical and what are the conceptual outcomes we get after completion of this practical. So from the result of experiment, we can say that the value of H depends on the surface area and the temperature difference between the surface and the environment. We can also say that the value of H depends on the geometry as well as fluid property like its densities, conductivities, viscosity, as well as the surface condition of the solid like surface roughness. in any application, if we want to increase the heat transfer rate by convection mode, then we have to increase the value of H. So in any practical or in any system, if we want to increase the heat transfer rate by convection mode, then there is a one option we can do. We can increase the heat transfer rate by increasing the value of this H. So to increase the value of H, we need to increase the surface area of the system. And we can increase the surface area of any system by providing extended surfaces, or we can say that the fins to that surfaces. So by providing extended surface or extra surface to the system, you are going to increase the surface area, and indirectly you are increasing the value of this H. And by increasing the value of this H, you are going to increase the heat transfer rate by the convection mode. So this is the conclusion and conceptual outcomes of this practical, which is to find out the value of convective heat transfer coefficient by free convection.